welcome to the secretary. This is your girl Chimsa, and today what do we have on the agenda? A colleague, or should I say, a colleague at the website suddenly started, he's been spending flamboyantly, and for some time I was jealous because I know I'm the secretary, I know how much he takes home every time. But then, this past couple of months, I've seen some upgrading. He actually just brought in a new car, and I'm like, okay, so is this guy part of the fraud people or what? But no, as a secretary, I get to interact with employees and people who go and come and all those things. And he let me in on a secret. He adopted a side hustle aside from juggling his full-time job. So there you have it. The topic we have for today, and what we are going to talk about today, is some side hustles you can adopt, or some side jobs you can adopt if you are working a full-time job to earn extra income. Yeah, that is it. So if you want to start earning like a little on the side to supplement your current income, and probably you are one of the few who actually like your job and you want to earn some extra income from, here are some side hustles you can take. And when he told me, I actually went to read about these things and I realized that people are actually really making money. I'm the secretary. I realized I was lacking. I've not heard of this. Wow. Yeah, so as a secretary, I'm letting you know the things you can do to get extra income. So if you're thinking of how to pay your child's next school fees, whether to buy a new car, a new house, maybe this side hustle can be your pathway to savings if you are bad at savings. So yeah, let's dive right into it. So the first side hustle business we are going to talk about is service business. Service business is in the sense of something you actually like doing. Let's say writing, designing, illustration. There are some of you out there, though you did graphic design, you're working at a bank. I'm not judging you, do you? But then, yeah, if you're working at a bank or you have a background in graphic design, or you naturally enjoy drawing, you can provide that service to other people, either in your vicinity by advertising your services or by going online. There are lots of online support groups to help you to launch your design career, and that's, trust me, it brings a lot of money. Something like designing one thing would fetch you some amount of money, and doing that continuously and excellently too will bring you a steady stream of income and loyal clients. So if you're good at writing, graphic design, illustration, those things, yeah, use that as a side hustle. You don't know what you're missing out. Another second hustle you can adopt is to invest in real estate. It's not just limited to the real estate agents who will charge you 50 Ghana in Ghana. And maybe, I don't know of your country, but probably they charge you to view in safes, rents, all that. And they actually even earn money, because consider this: if 10 people view a room and they end up, those 10 people pay 50, how much do you think the agent will be earning? So yeah, invest in real estate. You don't have to be a landlord right away, but you can start small. You can have, let's say, a small place to rent out as real estate, and then you do that. If you have, this, I think this goes for those who have been working for some time and have some earnings that they can invest in landing. But if you have the capital, why not? So investing in real estate is a very good way of bringing in steady income, and at regular intervals too. Yeah, so another side hustle, that is side hustle number 2, invest in real estate. The third side hustle we are going to talk about is launching an online resource. So you're an expert in a particular field. You're an expert in civil engineering. You're an expert in finance. You're an expert in governmental issues. All that. All what you have to do is provide your expertise. So basically you write, let's say, a guideline to do something in your field, or you write about an easy way to produce something in your field, and then you sell it as an online resource. And aside even the online part of it, you can even sell them as hard copy. And that's another way. If you're looking for a cheap alternative, is the online method. You just look for these platforms, and before you even venture into online resource, you have to go online, see what others are doing, what others are, what consumers want, because you don't want to bring out a product or service that people have heard over and over again. You can find creative ways of relaying your message. If you are someone who is not good at writing too, we have videos like what I'm doing right now. Yeah, so you can adopt the video or podcast. If you are someone who doesn't want to show your face in a video, you can opt for. There are different options for you out there. So if you're an expert in your field, you can use an online, you can adopt an online resource as a steady flow of income. And the caution here is, this particular side hustle does not happen overnight. You have to go online, aside research and know what your readers or future customers will like. You have to also like and be commenting on others resources, and they will serve as, let's say, your stepping stone to help you to get to where they are, because there are people, there are experts online that as soon as you mention their name, people know, oh, this is what this person talks about, and those people will help you as a stepping stone. So if you are someone who wants to venture into something like that, you just, when you go online, try to communicate and be active on their pages and all that, and they will help you. They'll give you that recognition before you even start or launch your online resource. The fourth side hustle is to join a sharing economy. I would eventually tell you to like and share this video, but then in this world now, it's more or less sharing what you know, sharing what you have, though there are some selfish people out there. But if you have an extra something, like a camera at home you are not using, you can rent it out for an amount of money for a particular a period of time. You rent it out, you rent your equipment out. If you've mowed your lawn and you are not using your lawnmower for a period of time, you can rent it out to your neighbor or someone else who needs the lawnmower for their lawn. And then you can charge them, have terms and conditions, how you expect your equipment and other stuff to come, like how you expect them to take care of them, all that. And you can earn extra. Trust me, you can earn a lot from the equipment or the tools lying around in your house. So you have a lawnmower that you're not using, even if it's spoiled, do not repair it right now, because you can be renting it for good money. If you have a camera, you're not a photographer, and there's an upcoming photographer who needs a particular camera, and you have it, you can rent it out whilst the person uses it to, bring in business. And yeah, you'll be making money without stressing. At the end of the day, the person brings your equipment, counts your money in your hand, and you are done. If it's not in the shape that was brought into, you charge the person extra. That's what I will do. Wait, yes, that's what I will do. Also, if you live at a place where you have a big compound or you have a space, you can host an event. It's as simple as that. This one, I don't even have to go into details. I think it's self-explanatory. You just have a space, make sure it's neat, clean, small groups. You can even rent it out for them, be small. There are now very small weddings. You can just rent your space out, partition it in a way that would give your guests, a nice camera view or places to take pictures, all that, and then you can host an event. And there are actually platforms that will teach you how to do that. So if you have extra space, or aside the extra space, if you have extra room, this extends a little bit into real estate. If you have an extra room, you rent it out for something, an event or a get together or a drink up. College students, they love that. And the final side hustle is to do what you already know. So in the beginning, I talked about a colleague of mine who was now earning a lot of money from his side business, and this is a secret, kind of like a secret, but I think he'll be leaving the establishment soon, because looking at the money, from what he told me, look at the money coming in, the corporate money is kind of coins to him now. Meanwhile, then he was begging for the job. Anyway, the final side hustle is to get paid for what you already love. So speaking about this guy, this colleague at work, he is a software developer, and actually he's into this IT stuff. Me, I'm the secretary. I just know he's an IT guy, but I didn't know he actually has a background in all those things. So apparently a friend of his wanted to him to develop a software, and he did that, and his friend gave him, you know, friends, oh, take this for lunch. And I was like, wow, I actually spent a lot of time and my friend gave me this amount of money. I can actually use this to earn some extra income. So he started you know, telling friends around. He launched, he developed a website where he outlined his services and all those things, and a lot of people now, you know, those things are in demand. So people started calling him, asking him to develop software for them and corporations, and now he's earning big bucks. So the point is, do what you, if all what I've mentioned you can't, do what you already know. So just like my colleague, if you have a knack for software developing, why not let people know of your services? Create a portfolio. The one thing, every work you produce, you know, you create some kind of portfolio for your future clients to know the work you can do for them. If you're a graphic designer or you're working under someone, let's say as an illustrator or something, you can give your services out. So if you're a graphic designer, you can render your services to other people. If you're a writer, you can write articles for people, for journalists even. If you are anything, like now virtually you can render your service to other corporations or other people when you are not working full time. Oh, and before I forget, if you're good with social media managers are wanted now. Corporations, companies, individuals, private people want a social media presence, and most of them are too busy to go through that. So if you are a social media person, use this opportunity. You can be a social media manager, and trust me, they pay a lot. Yes, so that is all for today on this segment of the secretary. If you want to be maybe not rich like my colleague, but some way, somewhat a little richer than you are right now, you can adopt these side hustles I mentioned about, these side jobs while you work a full-time job. And trust me, who knows, your side job can become your full-time job and you end up becoming a boss or a manager or a business owner. So there you have it. My name is Chunsa, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Show me some love. Yes, and comment about other side businesses that you think some corporate people or employees can juggle with a full-time job without interfering in the full-time job, because we do not want that, right? So yeah, let us know in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Thank you and see you another time. Don't forget to like my video, to show me some love, and subscribe so that whenever I have the next gossip, the next tidbit, the next educational stuff, I'm your girl. See ya. Bye.